Welcome back to another edition of Tatt Talk. I am here with your boy Var and with Tattoo Habits. Say what's up. And
What's
we are
happening?
live at Trill Studios and he is tattooing his client. What's your name again, sweetie?
Lily.
Lily, like the flower. We love it. And so Var picked today number 9. And number 9 is, do you think that black men have a safe space to be vulnerable?
Um, you know, I feel like maybe it's changed a lot with today. A lot of people, everybody. I feel like with social media has definitely changed that stigma just because everybody wants to be everybody in the gangster mode, all the YN stuff, crash out and all that type of stuff. So it's like feel like somebody being and over time everybody always been like if you're a man you ain't supposed to be soft and this, that, the third, showing your feelings. So I definitely think like culture has made it hard and like social norms for people to do that. Because anytime if somebody does get in the feelings or something, the voices of somebody, I feel like a lot of people just gonna be like, oh, bro, soft. It's
Mhm.
that the third, like he too much in his feelings or whatever.
So you're saying that
Nah,
they don't have a safe space, pretty
nah,
much.
not
Like you just got
really.
to be hard, you got to man up. I think that's super unfortunate. I like, especially with black men, because I feel like as a man in general, you always have the pressures of providing and protecting, and that's what you guys are geared towards. And so, as a black man, having everything against you already and still having to still hold that same position, like y'all
Mhm.
not always all right. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't check to see if y'all all right or they don't care. They just feel like y'all should just keep it pushing because that's what it is. You feel me? What are your thoughts on this?
I think I agree with the whole social media thing because, especially online, everyone likes to give their opinions. And because you're not like saying it in person, people just say whatever they want to say. But I do think that this generation has been making more progress towards bringing attention to things that were not made attention to too. And then media has been representing like the male experience, like movies shows like, oh, maybe they are going through stuff, they do. And I feel like film, and that's something that I'm passionate about too, is a way to like bring attention to those things. And I definitely feel like the next 10 years, like we're definitely going to see a lot more representation of the mental health, because mental health awareness has definitely been on the rise the last few years.
This generation too, we get more desensitized. It's like, get it how you live. Everybody worry about your own. So it's like sometimes even if somebody is going through something, it's kind of like, what's the point of like
Asking them how they
this
doing?
or just not this like what's the point of like complaining about something or like
I don't know if it's
talking
a
about it? I
complaint.
feel
More
like
so, is like y'all be going through shit, like legit, like, and then y'all just be like, "I'm good, I'm cool," and it's like, no, you're not. You need a
sometimes
hug
people don't want to be
sometimes.
sometimes yeah you're right. I mean, guess people just don't want to feel vulnerable or look too
So, do you
sensitive.
think vulnerable is a weakness? Or vulnerability is weakness?
It can definitely be seen as it because there's people that's gonna always take advantage. If somebody's always in their feelings all the time, like
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
gonna be
yeah, for
like, bro,
sure.
you can't
Yeah,
handle nothing,
you're
like,
doing too much.
and
Yeah,
it's
for
like
sure.
one
That's
thing,
as a person though. I
yeah,
don't think that's a man thing. I
you're
think
right.
that's just in general. Like, but I think that in life we're going through the motions and completing all of our tasks throughout the day, and sometimes our tasks are heavier than others depending on the day, right? And so
Facts.
you foot through it so much and you say, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, but there does become a peak and a point where you're not okay, and it's like, do you have a safe space to be like, hey, yo, I'm not okay right now, and that should be okay that you're not
Yeah.
okay.
Like if you're going through a time where you really not okay, a lot of times I feel like most people the first thing is to be like, let me numb this.
Hmm.
So like
You got to find
they
healthy
find some.
coping mechanisms,
Yeah, and
for
I think
sure.
that's one of the biggest challenges because it's like I feel like it's not really, especially amongst like I don't really hear too many like black guys that I know that are like I'm going to see my therapist
Right, right, right.
because people gonna be like, what?
Why?
Like
Like, what's
what you
wrong with you
what's
for
yeah
real? You
what you
crazy?
got? Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that alone right there is gonna like if you're around people that aren't used to that, you might be scared to even like try seeking that
For
just
sure.
because you're gonna be like
It's
fear
unfamiliar.
and judgment and it's unfamiliar.
Not to be like superly overly emotional, but there's definitely got to be a balance. But I agree with you with that. Things are definitely changing, and then within the next 10 years, hopefully, mental health will be, and then black men, white men, all the people will have a safe space. Well, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all talking to me today. And once
Absolutely.
again, tune in for the next episode of Tatt
Focus on our
Talk.
throne. Fist up in the sky, do or die. Message to the black man. Keep your head up. All the shit we been through, I know you fed up. This constant type of pressure, you ain't